What's up, guys? It's DJ back again with Jesse. Another Let's Talk Pokemon video. Thanks to Jesse once again coming back and sharing your time with us. And today we're going to be discussing the general market discussion. And guys, you're probably aware that we're from Australia, so a lot of the stuff we talk about might be related to us here, what's happening here. But you might see that it's happening where you are as well. So if it is, let us know in the comment section if you're in the UK or the US and you're seeing similar things happen from where you guys are. And we're going to let Jesse start off first because I think he's a buyer and seller for quite some time now. So I think this is a lot, like he has a lot more information to share with you guys. And I might even ask him some questions and I'll share obviously what I see as well. But Jesse, you can start us off today.
Sure, sounds good. Hello, everyone again. I think this is our third video now. So it's going quite well. I've been enjoying it, so thanks for that. So I basically hit you up so we could do a market discussion because I think there's quite a few things happening in the market currently. I think the market has taken quite a drastic turn, not completely for the worst, but it has taken a drastic turn, especially in the last, I would say, sorry, I'm just opening my notes here.
Yeah,
especially in the last, I would say last 3 weeks, the market, 3 weeks to a month, the market has turned a lot. So yeah, that's, I think it'd be a good topic to talk about what's going on with the market and what the market may hold in, I don't know, say the next 6 months or so.
Yeah, I think it's a good
yeah. Did you want to add anything to that?
because I'm a moderator in a Facebook group and I'm seeing a lot of similar things that you're about to discuss. Obviously, you've shared some of the points that you were going to talk about. And I'm keen to hear what you think as obviously a buyer and a seller. Majority of your thing is buying and selling. So, just compare it to what I've seen as well. And hopefully you, like the viewers, have I guess experienced something similar, or maybe they're noticing these changes as well. Obviously, go for it.
Okay, so the first point I want to start off with is, so in the last, I would say 3 weeks to a month at the most, sales have just completely slowed down, right? There isn't really a drop in price in the market. Okay, I've seen a few things drop. So there's a couple of things that have dropped, not drastically. So just off the top of my head, I've realized, for example, Burning Shadows booster boxes dropped a little bit, but they've shot kind of back up now. But I did realize there that when it started to slow down, it did drop, I would say 10-15%. The boxes dropped. And I know there's some other boxes out there that have dropped about 10-15% as well.
All right.
That's something I realized was basically the box prices dropping for a couple of things. And I know for a fact that, for example, why can't I remember what the set is called? What's the set with all the Charizards from 2014? XY?
Flashfire?
Flashfire, that's it. Flashfire has dropped. Actually,
really?
I realized Flashfire, the Flashfire boxes and packs have actually dropped quite significantly. I'm not sure. I'm sure. I think that they're on their way back up now, but the Flashfire boxes actually dropped. But yeah, that's just a couple of things that I've realized have dropped in the last, I would say, a month. But overall, I think, on a broad term, overall things haven't really dropped. Actually, WOTC has continued to go up and up and up. Still, it's still just on the rise. Majority of WOTC. I don't think there's ever going to be a slowdown for WOTC anymore, just due to how limited it truly limited it is becoming. It's just, people are opening up packs every day. YouTubers are opening up packs constantly. So I think WOTC isn't going to slow down at all. I don't want to touch on that too much, but that's,
Is it
I thought I'd throw
slowing down in price? Like you're saying it's not going to stop in price, but what about, are people buying it? Is that what you're like experiencing?
Yeah. So that's actually my next point that I wanted to
go ahead.
Move into. If you had any, but before I move on, did you have any questions or anything?
No.
Okay. Or anything you wanted to add? No, not for that point. All right.
Not for that point. No.
Okay. So so that moves into my next point, which is not 100% confirmed. It's just kind of a suspicion of mine. just the way that the way sales are going lately, and the way, for example, people on Facebook put out posts looking for so on, so on.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the market has actually turned to WOTC products now, because, well, it's a safe investment, especially when not that prices have dropped, but when the market plateaus, I think, like, kind of comes to a halt, and sales are much harder to basically do, if I could put it like that. I think a lot of people turn to the best investment. So the people that are, not everyone, but I think a lot of the people that are collecting at the moment are mostly wanting to put their money into WOTC, where I'd say a month prior, people just collected whatever they wanted to collect. Do you know what I mean? There's still people that do that, but for example, if I go back a month or so, I could sell, even black and white era sort of stuff, I could sell very, very easily.
Yeah.
But now I realize, because I deal with, I haven't stated this before, but I deal with a lot of black and white era sort of products, because they're still quite easy to get, but they're also quite easy to flip at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's kind of all died down. People just want WOTC. The market has really turned towards just getting, people trying to get as much WOTC product into their collection as they can, because it's just going to keep going up and up. Like, there's no slowing down for WOTC product in Pokemon. It's just gonna keep going up and up. Is there anything you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, I think partially the reason of why people are not spending as much as they used to might be the whole predictions for Champions Path, and obviously Darkness Ablaze came out. I think a lot of people got their money tied up in those things, and they're excited for those things, and they want to save money. I see some people selling stuff just to have money ready, because they think the ETBs are going to fly out the door and they won't get one, and which is quite possible here in Australia, because a lot of people aren't really offering pre-orders. Yeah, I'm sure you probably knew that as well. Like, the pre-order thing is a bit silly here, and everyone's only allowed one, and the allocation's small. With WOTC, yeah, I think there is people buying WOTC. Like, they're still buying WOTC, but it's also a price point where a lot of us can't really afford either, like maybe myself included. And with you were saying something about black and white, very easy to get right now, kind of thing. Let me know if you can get base set XY base set booster packs.
Yeah, they're getting quite difficult to get as well.
Yeah, I need those. I need an art set. So if you can get some, let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know. But I think now that you touched on XY, I think all XY products will start going up soon. Especially like XY, you touched on XY base. Like, I haven't seen a booster box under almost $800 in quite a while for XY base.
So I meant to say black and white base. Sorry, I need black and white base set.
Oh, you need black and white.
But yeah, I agree with that as well. XY base set was hard for me to get to, but
XY base is extremely difficult to get. Well, I mean, it's not extremely difficult to get, but it's extremely difficult to get at a good price point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
about that price.
Yeah, that's a topic for another time. I guess we could ramble on for hours and hours. But yeah, I think you're definitely right in relation to, people wanting to put their money into, a lot of people put a lot of their money into Darkness Ablaze, which I think, in my opinion, is a bit of a boring set. That's my personal opinion. Don't attack me. I think Darkness Ablaze. I think it's the best Sword and Shield set so far. But I still think
Sword and Shield base set is still the best. Some
gold. Yeah, well, I mean, you got a couple of chase cards in that. You got the gold Zacian, you got the gold Zamazenta.
Yeah, but this one just had the Zard VMAX, and everyone's got it now. And
everyone's got it. Like, yeah, it's still quite pricey for what it is. Like, it's really easy to pull. I bought just for fun, just 5 Darkness Ablaze loose packs, and I pulled it in the second pack.
Yeah,
and I was, so
that's all luck though. That's luck.
that was a lot of luck. Yeah, it is gambling. But I think, so I think in terms of that, you're right that a lot of people put their money into Darkness Ablaze, and they're also preparing for, Champions Path and the newly announced Vivid Voltage. And they're going to have the amazing rares for people that didn't know.
Yeah.
So, which is a shock, to be completely honest with you. That like Vivid.
I kind of thought it was gonna like Amazing Rares would come out sometime soon, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, I knew they would eventually, but I didn't think that they'd. I thought that they'd be in the next holiday set, not Champions Path, but the one next year. That's what I originally thought. Yeah, I didn't think that they'd put it into a proper set. But it's cool nonetheless. So I think Vivid Voltage is going to be probably so far the best Sword and Shield set.
If it's not better than Champions Path, because everyone's saying Champions Path is going to be better.
Yeah,
or like the best set, like the next Hidden Fates.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But I guess that's a topic for another time as well.
Right on these topics.
Yeah, I should. But so the next did you have anything to add before I move on to the next point?
No, move on.
Okay. So I think Australian prices, sorry, not prices. I think the sales in Australia are going to slow down even more in the next few months to come, just because a recession just hit. So it is now announced that we are officially in a recession in Australia. So
but yeah,
yeah, but now that we're officially in a recession, I don't think prices are going to drop. I think the market is going to grow very stagnant.
Yeah,
I think people won't want to spend their money. And once again, I believe the people that will want to spend their money are going to put their money into WOTC. I don't think they're going to go out and the new sets, because they're, fairly cheap to get when they come out.
Yeah.
It's part of ETB, but
yeah.
I think, so I think people will probably put their money into the newer sets because it's quite, it's quite cheap when they come out,
and they're predicting to invest in it or whatever.
Try their luck at investing, or they're going to, if, the people that have a little bit more money are going to be putting their money into WOTC.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And some people are going to be desperate because, like you said, we're in a recession. People are losing jobs, don't have enough money. They're selling their collection or they're selling stuff to make sure they have money for the. I actually predicted this a long time ago, and then when the market started booming, I was just like, "Oh, okay, I was wrong."
Yeah, but no. If you did predict it, your prediction was right. I think I always knew that there was going to be not a drop, but an eventual, it's not going to go forever. Like this crazy market hype, it's not going to go forever. Like it's going to go up and down. Right now, I think we're at the stage before there's a slight turning point where prices do slightly start dropping.
Yeah.
But I don't think I forgot to mention, I've already seen that in Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates has already had a slight price drop. Yeah. So
I'm hearing that a little bit right now, but people are still selling tins for like $90 Australian, and
they're trying to anyway. I don't see many sales anymore, but I don't think WOTC. Even if WOTC were to drop, specific WOTC products, I don't think it'll be.
I don't think the prices won't drop, but the sales might drop. As in people.
Yeah, I think it'll slow down because people for 4 or 5 months there were just going absolutely mental. It was just people were just buying, and now I actually see people selling a lot of their collections that they bought. At a profit sometimes. If they bought 6 months ago, they're probably selling at a profit, especially if it's WOTC. But people are selling out. I have realized, people are selling a lot of their collection just because it's gotten to the point where it's uncertain.
Yeah. And funnily enough, I see a lot of people do that too. They're selling their stuff, but there's a lot of sales posts, but not many people commenting on them or I don't know, buying them. It's same with the Facebook page that I'm on. Razzes aren't filling. I don't know. We can talk about Razzes in another video because that's also gambling, and some people disagree with Razzes entirely, and some people are all for it.
Those of you, who don't know what Razzes are, it's you buy a spot. So the card's worth $250. They want to razz it for $250. They can do 10 spots at $25, and you get the chance of winning it 1 in 10.
Yeah.
I've won this many times.
I have won once, but
I've never won a razz.
It's gambling, and of course, it's better chance than winning the lottery, but it's also there's always 2 winners. That's the seller because they get the money, and then the person who actually wins the thing. Everyone else technically the loser, but. Like I said, another discussion. That's actually a really good one because it was banned a little while because there was
that whole thing. But they found a way around it. Sneaky pages found a way around it. But that's definitely a discussion.
I reckon we could talk a whole video on that. That's a really good one. But they're not feeling they were pretty popular at some stage. People would be like, "Oh, buy this card, $3." it's only $3 a spot. Everyone's just like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, just whatever. Put $3,
Yeah.
$3, and no one's filling those. Like no one's buying spots anymore.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no one is buying a spot anymore. Like, but when you say that, like, I do realize that WOTC product Razzes are feeling like this is insane, but
They
like
feel better. They do feel better.
yeah, they feel a lot easier, and I think that's because, like I said earlier, a lot more people are leaning towards WOTC when it comes to investing now. They're not just going crazy. But
if they're willing
for
to
example,
gamble. Yeah,
exactly. So, for example, I saw last night a base set 2, like an unweighed. Like I hate when people put unweighed, but I saw a base set 2-pack Raz for $400.
and it filled.
It filled. I think it was 100 spots at $4, and it filled.
That's pretty good. Yeah, $4 is not much.
Like,
yeah,
that's a rip-off though. You know, these aren't worth
it is.
$400.
No,
but you know, like
I think 250 at the max. 250, 200.
Yeah, I think 250. They're worth around 250 now. Like any day of the week, unweighed, or even like a light would be about 200.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I don't think WOTC's ever going to really. I mean, it's going to slow down, but I don't think it's ever really going to drop in price again, just because that product is truly becoming very limited.
Yeah.
And
the other thing is, there's a lot of people saying vintage is king and vintage is better than modern and it's more investable. So people are listening to these guys saying this, and it's not entirely false, but like
I don't think it's entirely true either, though, because there is some beautiful modern sets
that you can flip.
There are some. Yeah, you can flip, but you can also invest in. Like, for example, you know, maybe it's a diamond in the rough, but Plasma Storm booster boxes have just gone insane, and that's only a 7-year-old box.
In that set, Plasma Storm,
yeah, they have the secret rare Charizard and Blastoise, but like a box just sold from the US, but Australian price-wise, just sold for $5,000 Australian for a box that's only 7 years old. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you know, and Flashfire is another good example for a box that's only like not even quite 6 years. I think 6 years old now, sells for around $2,500 Australian. It's just so. I think depending on the modern product, I think modern can be a good investment if you really, really take your time to do the research.
Yeah,
and
you got to be picky with what you buy, and
especially if your funds are limited, you have to be picky with what you put your money into. You know, you really, even when you have more funds, you still have to be picky. You don't want to lose money.
I think a lot of people who are like, you know, rich and stuff, they're actually more careful. Sometimes, like,
they are more careful. Yeah, like you have to be careful, you know. But like, but that's why I think a lot of people are leaning towards WOTC these days, is because, you know, you still have to be careful with everything, but you can kind of be less careful with WOTC, unless you're buying, I don't know, a silly PSA, you know, 10, I don't know, unlimited. Onita, but like if you're buying like
a holographic WOTC PSA 10,
or like a booster packs, booster packs, even boxes.
There was someone's razzing a Team Rocket booster box and it didn't fill.
I know who that is. Yeah, I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, I know who that is. It didn't fill. 100 spots at $180, I think.
People weren't willing to gamble that $180.
I think it half filled though.
It did quite well for 100 spots, but at
$180, that's $18,000.
That's a WOTC booster box. Like, that's something you're like, whoa, like you don't do that every day. Like,
but to be honest, would you go into, you know, no matter how bad you wanted it, would you go into a Raz at 100 spots that's $180?
I'd be scared to.
You'd be very scared because you're probably not going to win.
I'm not going to get my 100. Like, it's $180. Like, that's a lot.
You're probably not going to win, you know, like just statistically, you're not going to win that. And if you do, like, wow, that's an amazing win, but you're probably not going to win. I never win.
$10. Yeah. If it was like $10 at like 1,000 spots, like, I don't know what the thing is, but like,
one in 1,000, like,
that's still better than the lottery. You know, people spend.
The lottery is like 1 in 20 million. So it's like,
and you might win millions of dollars, but it's like your chances are really low, like
slim to none, basically. But
still do it.
Yeah. So, did you have anything else to add to that?
I think I added what I wanted to add. I don't know if you classify black and white as modern or not. I don't know, 7 years old. That doesn't sound like too old compared to the WOTC, but I know like WOTC is. Yeah.
I think it's on the edge between vintage and modern.
Yeah.
Or like I wouldn't say vintage, I'd say old and modern. You know, but I don't think it's vintage. No way. I
No,
don't even.
it's not. It's not vintage. No.
No, I don't even think like
Hard
hard
gold
gold is
silver?
vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think. I think it's old. I think it's old Pokemon cards, but it's not vintage to me.
Probably EX E series is
Yeah,
just
that's starting to get
that's
vintage.
like
Like EX Crystal
like
Guardians. Yeah,
that's where it stops, like vintage wise.
yeah, yeah. I think even maybe Diamond and Pearl is slowly turning to vintage, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I do not know. Black and White is
Yeah,
closer
no.
to modern than it is to vintage.
And
What
like
I
you said, it's like $5,000 or something like that. Or,
Plasma Storm, yeah, it's crazy. So you can, like, with saying that, you can make money off modern boxes. You know,
yeah.
it can be good investments, but you have to really pick and choose what you're investing into. I know a lot of people went crazy with Darkness Ablaze, buying case after case.
I don't
You know,
know.
and
Yeah.
there's 6 booster boxes in a case. You know, so for a
Yeah.
case, I think in Australia when they first came out was about $1,000.
Yeah.
But it's just they just everyone's doing it now.
Yeah.
You know, that's the issue with modern. Unless it's a holiday set, everyone is doing it now.
Yeah. Holiday sets are so limited as well, like the Hidden Fates.
Yeah.
That's why that did so well.
Ooh, sorry.
Um,
Yeah.
I know
And
it's
even that's
dropped a little
yeah.
bit, but it's still a popular.
Oh, it'll go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be in 10 years' time. Personal opinion, it'll be one of the most sought after sets ever.
Yeah.
You know, so modern sets, modern.
Yeah. Today's
But
modern, but yeah.
today's modern. Yeah. So I do believe in 10 years' time, Hidden Fates will be one of the most sought after modern sets. You know, but that's a topic for another time as well.
That is true.
So yeah, so I think, you know, high value cards from WOTC, you know, all your Charizards, your Blastoise, your
The starters.
your first editions,
Yeah.
your starters, yeah.
Hollows.
And the products, yeah, sealed product is going to keep going up in price. I don't think they're ever going to slow down. I put stop and slow together, slop.
Slop.
I don't think, yeah, slop down. I don't think WOTC will ever slow down. That's just a personal opinion. Don't take that as fact. That's just, you know, what I believe.
It's hard to say that's gonna. Yeah, you can't be like that's gonna be 100%.
No. But my personal opinion is WOTC's not going to slow down. It might. WOTC's not going to stop going up. It might slow down. You know,
It won't
go.
drop.
Yeah, it won't drop. Yeah, but on the long term, it'll just keep going up. It's the sealed product is getting, especially sealed product. It's just getting so low. You know, you just can't get it anymore. It's very difficult to get. When you can get it, it's quite expensive now.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
And that price is, especially heavy packs, that price is just going to keep going up.
Oh, they're crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, that's pretty straightforward. You know, we've seen so many price jumps already with the booster packs, even from like just 2 months ago, 3 months ago. There was like $100 difference, $200 difference from a lot of those packs, and it's just, I can agree with that.
Yeah, pack price has gone insane.
Yeah.
Like, especially sealed product prices.
Yeah. Packs were used to be more affordable than buying the whole box. So people were going to always buy the packs instead of a whole booster box. So, and the sellers know that, so they're always going to charge a premium on that.
They are, yeah. So single packs are always going to, in the long term, you're always going to make more money on single packs, though. So if you were to open a box, you'd make more money on the single packs than selling the box.
Well, that's why people do the box breaks. That's
I think now it's like that anyway. I think sellers are taking advantage of it now because you truly can make 20%, 30% more on doing a box break. Maybe not 30%, but at least 20% more, especially on a WOTC box. But yeah, so that's that. What do you think? When do you think the market will start going up again? Personally,
maybe when people start working again. But even then, I think. You're not in Melbourne, are you? Because I'm in Melbourne. And
no, I'm in Brisbane.
You're in Brisbane. I think they're extending our lockdown. So things are going to get tough, I think, for a lot of people. And I mean, there's people that don't want to sell their stuff, but they're selling it anyway because they have to.
They don't have a choice, which is sad because it's, I'd be heartbroken if I had to sell my collection, you know? So it's sad. But
it's sad, but
supporting your family is much more important than shiny pieces of cardboard.
It is. Like, this is, it's more of a side thing, really, but
it is, yeah.
And a hobby and whatever, but people still love this stuff. You know, it's their childhood, it's their memories. Exactly. It's sad, but
it's very sad. Yeah. Like I said, I can't imagine having to sell off my collection, you know, because I like looking at it. I like displaying it. it excites me. You know, that sounds really weird, but
Uh,
but it's exciting. You know, especially when you make a big purchase and you know you're going to get some cool stuff. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, so I think I believe, yeah, hopefully once all this whole, you know, this lockdown and all that kind of stuff is over, especially next year being the 25th anniversary.
Well, yeah,
Um,
that's predicted
with
to be a big one, but let's see how it's going. Like, is Japan in lockdown right now? Is what's going on there?
no, they're not. Nah, Japan's not locked down.
Nah, they're
Um,
good with
they're
COVID.
good, and supposedly the Olympic Games are still happening next year. So, you know,
Yeah,
coupled with the Olympic Games and the 25th, I think it's the 25th anniversary, right?
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
them
20th
coupled
was
together.
the evolution.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. So that coupled together, I'm actually curious to see what set they release for that. But anyway, so that coupled together is gonna, I think it's gonna
it'll be
completely
another
explode. It's
Pokemon
gonna,
Go thing.
yeah, it's gonna explode the market again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so get ready, guys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Prices
Yeah,
go up.
that's pretty much.
That's pretty much all you had for the
That's
top
pretty
one?
much all my points. Yeah. Unless you want to add anything or ask anything.
No, I think we discussed most of the things we wanted to talk about in regards to the market right now. It's a bit worrisome, I think, for some people because it's like, well, I can't sell my stuff. Pokemon's dead. I'm getting out of the hobby. I have heard, like, spoken to some people that thought that, you know, like if Pokemon is dead. Obviously, it's not dead.
That's a bit of a jump to conclusion. It's
Yeah,
more alive than it's ever been.
yeah. But people, you know, because they used to sell, like you said, you know, last month they were selling every single day, and now, like these are seller friends of mine, and now they're having a hard time selling anything.
Yeah,
And
I know, like I know the feeling. Like it can be disheartening sometimes, but you couldn't expect it to go forever.
no,
You know, it's always going to be up and down. It's never just a constant stream of, oh my God, I'm making thousands of dollars every day. You know, it's never
no.
going to be like that constantly.
I mean, a lot of us
Yeah.
wanted it to be, but
Oh, it'd be amazing. It'll get back to it now that Pokemon's, how do I put this, out in the open as it is now. You know, there's more people in the game than ever before in the Pokemon game. I think it'll go up again. It'll happen again. There'll be a big market explosion again. Who knows when? Could be next year with the 25th anniversary coupled with the Olympics.
yeah.
But no one knows. But it'll happen again. I truly believe it's how it works. It'll happen again.
I feel like we're like one of the smaller markets in the world as well because you know a lot of the viewers on my channel and you know a lot of the big YouTubers are from America and the UK, and they seem to be doing all right there. But obviously we're not there, so we don't really know. So that's why I wanted people to comment and say, you know, is anything changing in where
Yeah.
they are? Because
Yeah. Where about? Yeah. What's going on where you are? That's interesting. Yeah. And
yeah, I know COVID's still a big thing in the US, but I'm pretty sure Pokemon's still like booming, like real strong over there. So
yeah.
we might be just like a small market that is feeling the effects now because we're so small. I don't know. Is that a
Yeah, I'm curious to know, like, are these effects just in Australia or are they worldwide in the hobby? You know, that's curious. But yeah, sorry about the rambling. I didn't have much time to prepare. If I rambled a little bit,
I didn't even prepare.
yeah, sorry, it might be a little bit rambly. And I'm sorry about that, but yeah, we got to the point eventually.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, there was a general discussion, so
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I have to add. So unless you have anything else to add, then yeah, I might. Yeah.
nah, I think that was good. Yeah, next video we'll think of something cool.
We'll think of something. I'm sure we have a lot of ideas to go across. Yeah, but make sure you subscribe to Addictive Me. Subscribe to him. He's over 500 subscribers now. That's awesome.
Oh, I got to do a giveaway for that. So
Dude, you have to do a giveaway. I'll help you if you need. I'll throw in like a sock or something.
a sock.
I'll throw in like a sock. No. But it's awesome, man. You should be proud of that. So everyone, make sure you share his channel with your friends and family because you know he's a good dude. His channel's awesome. He's got over 500 subs now. So do it.
I'm gonna cut all this out.
No, don't cut it. Don't cut it.
All right, 500 subscriber giveaway soon, and thank you so much, Jesse, for coming on again.
No worries. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, my pleasure. And we'll schedule something soon. I know I've been a bit in and out,
That's all
but
right.
we will. Don't worry.
Cool. Thanks for having me. See you guys.
See you next time. Bye.